Bienvenido a todo el mundo. Wait, that's in Spanish. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Muchacha Charla with Paula Leon. Today I have with me Sofia Sam. Sofia Sam is a New York-based performing artist who is originally from Lima, Peru. She is a graduate student of New York University where she is double majored in drama and politics. She studied all 4 years at the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, and she has an extensive voice and classical ballet training. She is also a co-founder of the Imaginarium Theater Company, which is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to the pursuit of artistic innovation, diversity, and environmental sustainable practices in the theater. Her interests and inspirations include political satire, social contract theories, realpolitik, and her 2 Yorkshire Terriers. Welcome, Sofia.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, we're gonna talk about Latinidad.
Latinidad.
Sí. Well, you were born in Peru and you lived in Peru your whole life, and so I had a question about like how has that translated coming to the U.S. and studying in the U.S. Like how has that been?
It was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be because I went to an international school. I went to a British school in Peru. So it was like, I mean, most of my classes were in English in school. Like, it's not going to be that much of a difference. But once you leave your home, once you leave Latin America, you feel it. Like, you really, really feel it. It's in the air. It's in the atmosphere. It's everywhere. So I was super homesick. I'm still homesick, actually. I'm glad that I had to adapt. And I think I adapted pretty well to the new culture, a new place. But wow, I do miss it a lot. Yeah.
Have you ever felt the pressure to, or have you, just by your own volition, brought your own culture like to your work, or how has your culture influenced your work?
My culture influences my work through my language, actually, because Spanish is my first language. And as an actor, I tend to use Spanish to connect more with the usually English dialogue, because whenever I'm working with a script, like I always think of the subtext first. And the subtext for me is usually going to be in Spanish. Like that's just how it's naturally in my brain. And it just really just having a Spanish logical base under the English words, just it really helps the words land, and it helps them land on my scene partner and on me, even if my scene partner doesn't speak Spanish. Like there is something that I can just communicate better and more clearly if I'm thinking in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you a few little fun questions. In the spirit of Latinx Heritage Month, what is your favorite Latinx dish?
It's like choosing between your favorite children. Like, oh my gosh. So I have to say, it's gonna be Peruvian. I mean, I love all Latinx cuisines, but come on, Peruvian. So it's probably gonna be papa rellena, which is like this deep fried stuffed potato, and it's the best thing ever. And also, but like a close second place is the juane, which is like it's like a tamal from the Amazon rainforest part of Peru, and it's just the best thing ever. Like I'm drooling just thinking about it right now.
I'm putting that on the list. I have never tried that one.
But you have to.
Where would you like to go visit?
I'd love to visit Greece right now, because theater, politics, literally everything that I love comes from Greece. And also I'd love to visit India.
What is your favorite / craziest superstition that you've ever heard?
I think it's gonna be the theater "Don't Say Macbeth" in the theater one, because it is true. Like I was in a play in my high school back in Peru, and I did not believe that. I was like, that is the dumbest superstition ever. And then I was like, and I was studying Macbeth for my English class at the same time. So I had the book and I talked about the play and just freely said the word Macbeth to the people in my class. And they were like, yeah, Macbeth, blah, blah, blah. And then like in the span of a month, like 7 female cast members sprained or fractured their left foot. All of them on the left foot. 7. Like that is, oh my god. So yeah, it's the craziest one because it's the truest one.
What's a fun fact about your country that you think that people don't normally know?
I'm in the scary kick right now because we're heading into October. So I'm gonna go for La Casa Matusita, which is this. We have in Lima, the capital city. We have right in the center, like in the downtown Lima, we have this haunted house, and it has the most horrifying history and stories, and I believe it's completely true. Like if you it's in a very like populated area of the city, and you just walk there and it's like, yeah, this place is haunted. Yep.
Oh my God.
So fun tourism fact. If you want a spooky Peru tour, go to La Casa Matusita.
Okay. Matusita. Remember, everybody, vocabulary tends to vary amongst Latin American countries. Have you ever had a moment where you got like lost in translation, or someone mixed up the words and you both were like,
Actually, no, for me, because I feel like Latin Americans are very clear in their intention when they speak to you, that you can just like from the context get the meaning of the word. But I do have to say that when someone from Bolivia or Venezuela, not everyone, but when some of them speak very, very fast to me, I do not understand what they're saying to me. And it's like, I am sorry, I am dumb. Please talk slower for me.
the rhythm, we all speak a different rhythm.
Yeah.
What do you wish to see more in terms of your representation?
Oof. I mean, I'm culturally very much Latina. It's the only culture I know, but I also am of Asian descent mostly, and I look like I'm mostly of Asian descent because I am. So I would just like more acknowledgement that Latinos are just not a homogenous group, and that we look so different from each other, and we're too many people to just box into one tiny stereotypical look, you know.
For sure. We're a whole gene pool mess.
Yes.
Same country, but we look nothing.
I know.
And every Peruvian I've met has always looked different.
I know. And that's a wonderful thing, that like someone looks completely different to you, but you're like, you're still my sister, you're still my brother, you're still from my homeland, and like we connect that way.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you're proud of at the moment?
Like you said, I just founded my theater company, which I'm very proud of because I do think we're doing very good work. But also, like during the quarantine, I have perfected my zucchini bread recipe. And like I've gone through too many loaves of zucchini bread. Like I'm almost tired of it, but not really, because I'll never be tired of zucchini bread. But I am so proud of what the recipe has become since March.
So she founded a theater company. She's classically trained. She got a double major degree, and she has a great recipe for zucchini bread. So one last thing that I want to ask you. I know you've been on off-Broadway theater, and I have a question. Like, what is your favorite project that you've worked on?
My favorite project that I've worked on is actually one you were in. It's What of a Night at the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute. Yeah, I felt very connected to the character, and I felt like I really understood her and that she understood me. I love that character, and I feel for her, and I wonder what she's doing right now. Old.
I love that. Is there anything you want to say to the Latinx community?
Don't ever let other cultures tell you that their food is better, because it ain't. Ours is better.
That's true. We got a lot of good things going.
Sorry, not sorry, but it's kind of the truth.